Hello class. Now in this lecture we will see what are the findings of the second law of thermodynamics. There is some uh, limitations was present uh, which belongs to a first law of thermodynamics regarding to the direction of the heat flow, okay, regarding to the work done, okay. So to overcome all those limitations, our second law of thermodynamics was developed, so that we're supposed to discuss here. So the first finding of the second law of thermodynamics is, according to the second law of thermodynamics, heat will only transfer from high temperature to the low temperature and not vice versa. Okay, मीन्स ये क्या बोल रहा है कि हीट ट्रांसफर फाइंडिंग्स क्या बता रहे हैं हमें कि हीट ट्रांसफर हमेशा हाई टेम्परेचर रिजर्वायर से लो टेम्परेचर रिजर्वायर की तरफ होता है, ओके, एंड उसके उल्टा पॉसिबल नहीं है। बट फिर भी अगर तुम्हें हीट ट्रांसफर लो टेम्परेचर टू हाई टेम्परेचर अगर कराना है तो यू रिक्वायर्ड अ एक्सटर्नल वर्क एज ए इनपुट। आपको एक वर्क इनपुट और हीट एनर्जी इनपुट लगेगा सिस्टम में इफ यू वांट टू डू अ वाइस वर्सा। ओके, इसका ऑपोजिट अगर आपको करना है, मीन्स आपको लो टेम्परेचर टू हाई टेम्परेचर हीट ट्रांसफर कराना है, देन आपको एक एक्सटर्नल एनर्जी एज ए इनपुट और एक्सटर्नल वर्क एज ए इनपुट आपको लगेगा, ओके, विच वी हैव सीन इन द क्लॉसेस स्टेटमेंट, ओके। But by default, if you don't want to give a work as an input, then heat always flow from high temperature to low temperature. This is a finding of the second law of thermodynamics. Another thing, second law of thermodynamics state that whether it is possible for energy transfer to proceed along a particular direction or not, okay, means second law of thermodynamics हमें बता रहा है कि particular process है, उसमें heat transfer possible है या नहीं है। जैसे कि क्लॉसेस स्टेटमेंट में हमने देखा, विदाउट एनी वर्क इनपुट इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू ट्रांसफर हीट फ्लो फ्रॉम लो टू हाई। सो वो बता रहा है कि to have a work transfer from low to high we require a energy as a heat energy as a input to do that particular task. Now what are the third finding? Second law of thermodynamics indicate that all heat cannot be converted into work. इफ यू रिमेंबर द केल्विन प्लान स्टेटमेंट, देन हम उसमें क्या कर रहे हैं कि सम अमाउंट ऑफ हीट गेट absorbed by by system from high temperature reservoir, and out of that work some amount of heat energy is used to perform a work, that is W, and remaining heat energy is rejected as a uh, waste heat or waste energy to the low temperature reservoir. So it is not possible to develop a hundred or it is not possible to develop such a device which convert whole amount of heat energy absorbed by that system into equivalent amount of work done. Means 100% heat energy cannot be converted into 100% work. So that is suggested, or that is stated by the second law of thermodynamics. Another thing, a cycle can only occur if it satisfies both the first law and second law of thermodynamics. अगर फर्स्ट लॉ एंड द सेकेंड लॉ अगर दोनों सेटिस्फाई हो रहे हैं, देन एंड देन ओनली साइकिल may possible. So these are another findings of the second law of thermodynamics. So on that basis, first law of and the second law to another concept are come into picture, that is PMM1 and PMM2. So this is a perpetual motion machine of first kind and perpetual motion machine of second kind. It is not in your syllabus actually, but whenever we are discussing about the first law and the second law, this term may or this term have to discuss, but it is not, actually it is not present in your syllabus. So just for the understanding purpose, just focus here. So perpetual motion machine of first kind is nothing but a machine which violates the first law of thermodynamics, which develops its own energy from nothing. Perpetual motion machine of first kind is such a machine who develop its a work from nothing. As first law of thermodynamics state that energy not be created, not be destroyed. But this is a statement of first law of thermodynamics. But what PMM1 does, it develop its own energy from nothing. But what first law state, it is not possible to create and destroy energy. Energy बनाना और destroy करना, it is not possible. वो यूनिवर्स में है जो वन काइंड ऑफ एनर्जी टू अनदर काइंड ऑफ एनर्जी में ट्रांसफर होता रहता है. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू, इट इज इम्पॉसिबल टू कंस्ट्रक्ट एंड destroy a heat energy. Okay, it's only transform from one form of energy to another form. So it is only transform, it not develop or it can't be destroyed. But ये जो मशीन है PMM1 वो क्या कर रहा है, खुद का एनर्जी खुद बना रहा है, किसी से कुछ नहीं ले रहा है. इट्स डेवलपिंग इट्स ओन एनर्जी फ्रॉम नथिंग. और एनर्जी आ कहाँ से रहा है, we, it is not defined. So such a machine is known as a PMM1. So it is not possible. So PMM1 machine is not exist. So this is another concept, PMM1. Another thing is PMM2, that is perpetual motion machine of second kind. So what it means, without violating the first law, a machine can imagine which will continuously absorb heat from single thermal reservoir and will convert it into heat completely into work. द एफिशिएंट सच मशीन इज 100%. मीन्स जो ऐसा मशीन जो एक थर्मल रिजर्वायर से हीट ले रहा है एंड वो एब्जॉर्ब किया हुआ हीट 100% वर्क में कन्वर्ट कर रहा है विदाउट रिजेक्टिंग एनी वेस्ट हीट टू एटमॉस्फेयर. Such a machine is called as a perpetual motion machine of second kind. Okay, so this machine not violating the first law, because what first law say, energy is neither be created nor be destroyed. So this PMM2 are taking heat from some source. Okay, is not like PMM1. What PMM1 does, it developing its energy from nothing. It's not borrowing energy from anyone, it's developing its own energy. Okay, so it violates the first law. As first law said, energy neither be created. So PMM1 cannot be create energy, it violates the first law, so it is not exist. But PMM2 is such a machine which not violating the first law, which borrowing a heat energy from high temperature reservoir, and that heat energy is 100% converted into equal amount of work done. But this is also not possible. That is, we can't say 100% of heat energy absorbed system are converted into 100% work done. Means here we are taking 10 kilojoule of heat energy and here we are giving a 10 kilojoule of work output. It is not possible because system have many losses while performing those transformation. They are having many internal losses, frictional losses, eddy current losses. Okay, number of losses are there. So to overcome that losses, some amount of energy get wasted, and no any system can give you 100% output as equal to heat energy they absorb. So they have to reject some amount of heat energy to atmosphere as a waste heat, and remaining only they are converting into work. So PMM2, that is perpetual motion machine of second kind, is also not possible. So this is a term which may come into exist or may have to discuss once we have completed the first and second law of thermodynamics. So this is a PMM1 and the PMM2. So one of the example I have quoted over here, that is capillary tube self-flowing flask. Okay, so here this thing is a flask is there. Okay, and below that there is a capillary. Due to the capillary action, what happened, whatever the water or fluid present over here are just traveling through this this tube and again fall inside the cup. So this action is continuous. This continuous action is there due to the weight of this liquid present over here. The liquid get pushed into the pipe, again it reaches to here, and again it falling into the cup. So this action is continuous. So this work done take place from nothing by single monitoring of this object. If we observe this thing by in first look, then we can see there is this thing is happen because of nothing. But if we look or if we analyze this thing, then we come into the picture, this thing is just happened due to the gravity. This thing is just occurred due to the pressure difference in between atmosphere and the capillary. Okay, so it developing the it just converting the potential energy into kinetic energy due to the potential energy of this liquid, because it having some height from the reference, it having some mass. Okay, so that mass that is mgh. Due to that mgh formula, this that potential energy pushing this liquid into the tube, and it make them this thing flowing continuously. Okay, so by just observing it, this thing, you can say this thing is happen without any work input. But if we analyze this thing at micro level, then we supposed to say that the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, which make them uh, which is responsible to make that flow continuous. Okay, so this thing is continuous due to the potential energy, or due to the self weight and the gravity of this liquid. It pushing the liquid into the tube, and it again fall on that cup to make that action continuous. Okay, so this is a thing, but it is not a pmm1 or pmm2. As I told you, pmm1 and pmm2 is not exist, it's just a concept. Okay, so I hope you have understood what are the findings and what is the pmm1 and pmm2.